Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to WVRC Clay County Sports. I'm Alan Tanner alongside Coach Jason Nichols, and we are live at Roane County High School at the softball field, home of the Lady Raiders, as it is second round action of Region 4 softball here as the Panthers and the Raiders take on each other in a winner moves on, loser goes home for the year matchup. It should be a good one here, and it's a rematch of two teams that have fought hard all year. Coach, welcome in. Thanks for joining me again, and we should have a good one today, don't you say?
Yes, I'm excited to be here for this regional action as we are familiar with Roane County. Obviously, we've played them twice already here at Roane County. We split a doubleheader with them that night, and looking forward, looks like the lineups are basically the same, other than obviously Layla Parker still out of our lineup.
Yes, let's talk about those lineups. I'll talk about, let me give you the Raider lineup here, and then I'll let you introduce the Panthers for us. We have Marissa Hokum leading off and playing shortstop. She's an excellent athlete. We saw her make a couple dandy plays last time we were here. Avery Helbig will bat second. She's the second baseman. Lexi Mitchell plays center field and bats third. Joplin Harlan is on the mound, or in the circle, I should say, for the Lady Raiders. She's pitching and batting cleanup. Autumn Kraft plays left field and bats fifth. Addison Spencer bats sixth and plays catcher. Chloe May at third base will bat seventh. Abigail Bowman will bat eighth. And Asante Thornabar will be the DP batting ninth in place of Sienna Sampson, who will be in right field. What's the lineup look like for us?
Okay, for us, leading off, playing shortstop, Emma Arnold. Batting second, playing first base, Addison Taylor. Batting third, out in center field, Brooklyn Morton. Tonight's pitcher will be the cleanup batter, Riley Murphy. She will be the pitcher. Number 13, Hannah Gandy, will be the catcher, batting fifth. Number 7, Roxy Schoolcraft, be batting seventh and playing second base. Chloe Nine gets to start at third base tonight, batting in the 7th hole. And Lainey Sears will be playing left field tonight and batting 8th. And Lily Nichols will be in right field, batting 9th.
It looks like we are set to go, and can you hear an echo in the room?
I can.
It is very quiet in here. I don't know. There's no PA announcer this evening, so we're going to do the best we can here for you. We'll bring you all the action. It looks like both teams are ready to go, and it's Emma Arnold going to lead things off, as you mentioned. And we didn't have much success last night in the hits department here. Didn't make much contact at all. I'll be interested to see if we can get the bat off our shoulders early, because we need some base runners and we need some action on those bases. So here we go. Arnold steps in. The pitch from Harlan, and first pitch is hit deep into center field, and it hits the ground. Going to go all the way to the wall. Arnold around first. She'll be into second, standing with a double. How about that first pitch of the game?
Yes, that's how you do it. As our bats were a little lack last night, but tonight, right off the bat, Emma Arnold hits a shot over the center fielder for a leadoff double, bringing Addison Taylor to the plate.
Harlan now working in trouble, as here is Taylor standing in. Pitch is wide for ball number 1, 1-0. Arnold out there at second base. Again, dancing off Roane County, not really paying a ton of attention to her here, as they're more worried about that batter. Here's the second pitch, and it is low for ball number 2. So A good eye at the plate there by Addison. And how important is this run here early on in this ball game?
Well, after last night not being able to only plate one hit, we've already got one with one batter today.
Shows bunt, does not hack at it. Now there goes Arnold. She's going to slide into third, and she is safe. Oh! And it was an initial, I wonder if, hopefully she's okay, but I wonder if it was initially a out. Maybe she dropped the ball. Hopefully Emma's okay. It looked like an awkward entrance in there to the slide. We'll check and see.
Well, that's what they may have called. They may have called, interference or something to the plate or to the bag, or maybe there was a bobbled ball that we just couldn't see with our angle, because otherwise the ball definitely beat her there, and you would not want to make the first out at third base.
Panthers being very, very aggressive as the 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Trying to be aggressive, you can't blame them, but man, that was close to running ourselves into an out right there. Yeah, Taylor in a good spot. 3-1 count. Here is the pitch, and it's hit on the ground. Arnold going to come home to throw to first in time for the out, but that will plate a run, and it is 1-0 Clay County.
Yeah, good job by Marissa Hokum over there, the Roane County shortstop, picking it up. She knew she only had one play, and that was to first base, but we get a run off of it as Emma scores. Addison gets the RBI. Brooklyn Morton now to the plate.
So Morton with one out and one run in this inning will face Joplin Harlan. Morton stands in. Here is the pitch, and the first one is taken for a ball. It is 1-0, and Joplin Harlan, a very good pitcher, but man, what we saw last night was a different caliber, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Here's the next one, and it's ball 2, so good patience.
And, that will only help us for this game, as, the ball was probably, 4, 5, 6 mile an hour slower. So, our girls probably.
Ball's hit on the ground through the hole. Good play made by the second baseman for the out. That was Avery Helbig coming over, making a play, going to her left. And she does so, and 2 outs, and now, boy, that leadoff double looming big as Harlan now an out away from getting out of this inning, but the Panthers lead 1-0. And here's Riley Murphy trying to help her own cause here, batting cleanup, first pitch. Ball 1.
Yeah, and even when the bases are empty, you're still in trouble when you have somebody the caliber of Riley Murphy coming to the plate.
Outfield pretty much in their normal positions. No really open gaps any particular place as Murphy hits one right back up the middle past a diving Hokum, and that'll be a base hit for Murphy. We'll count that as the first one of the ball game, and boy, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, so you didn't give a hit to the double? You didn't give a double?
I gave that an error because it hit the glove of the center fielder.
Oh, okay. I thought it went over her glove. Okay.
No, it hit her glove and got down, so here's Hannah Gandy now. Goose Gandy stepping up, and it's always good if she takes a strike. It's always good when your 5-hitter gets to bat before she ever has to catch one pitch.
Yes, and Hannah had our lone hit last night.
Yes, she did, as she swings at one down in the dirt and fouls it off. I believe Murphy's going to have to go back to first base. Or did she miss that one?
I guess she missed it
Apparently,
because the umpires are not sending her back.
Okay, so
we got a runner in scoring position now. Hannah, big opportunity to get us another run here in the top of the first inning.
0-2 count. Gandy stands in. Here's the pitch. It's hit right to Helbig again. She globbles it up and throws on to first. That is out number 3. And the Panthers will head back to the dugout. It's 1-0 here after the top half of the first inning. We'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this on WVRC, Clay County Sports.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a Coyote, Bush Hog, Vermeer, and Coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
Welcome back. We are live. Here's the Panthers lead 1-0 after the top half of the first inning. And on the mound for the Panthers is Riley Murphy. Riley comes in with a 5.1 ERA and 47 innings pitched. She's given up 27 earned runs, 36 walks, and 35 strikeouts. She'll be looking to get this thing started off in the right way. Coach, what do you think we're going to see tonight?
Well, you know, if Riley is on, and she has pitched really well in her most recent outings, if she is on, I would like to see the ball in the strike zone as she is capable of doing, and hitters will have a hard time keeping up with her speed.
Yes, as Murphy, when she is throwing strikes, she is as good as they come. And so here we go. It's Marissa Holcomb, the very talented shortstop, stands in first swing and a missed strike one, and a good start for Murphy. And that pitch came in with some speed.
Yeah, and we're going to have to play better defensively tonight than we did last night if we want to move on in regional play.
Yeah, some uncharacteristic errors in the infield, especially in the first inning, kind of got things started off in a bad way as Holcomb slices one down the left field line all the way to the wall, and she will be into second, turns and takes a peek at third, doesn't, and that's a leadoff double of their own for Roane County's Marissa Holcomb, and boy, she hammered that ball.
She sure did. She put one about 6 inches over top of Nine's head there at third base. It rolled. Luckily, we were able to keep her just a second. So as both teams' leadoff batter reaches second base on the first pitch of the game.
Here's Avery Helbig now, the second baseman. Bats second. She stands in. She hits one up in the air. This is trouble. It's going to fall for a hit. And the throw over to third, not in time, as Helbig now going to take second. And not a good start for the Panthers.
No, it sure isn't. As that ball went down the line, and that ball just snuck in there at in front of Lainey Sears, and she was able to take second on the throw.
Well, here's Lexi Mitchell now, the center fielder. Really good player in her own right. Stands in with 2 runners on and nobody out. Here we go. She hits this one high in the air. Center field on to Morton. She can't make the play. 1 run will score. She throws it all the way home. That will allow Mitchell to advance to second. Now the ball gets by the catcher, and another run will score, and it's 2-0, and Mitchell will end up on third.
Yeah, Mitchell had a nice hit, as it fell right in front of Brooklyn Morton, which easily played at Marissa Holcomb from second. But Helbig was able to get a good jump off of it and get on over, score herself. And then that allowed Mitchell to move up on the throw all the way to the plate. So she's at third at this point.
2-1 your score now as Murphy steps back into the circle, swing and a miss. And the batter is Joplin Harlan, the opposing pitcher. And so Panthers find themselves suddenly, after a really good first inning, find themselves down 2-1 as Roane County has come out swinging the bats. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch from Murphy. That one's high, gets by, and here comes Mitchell rather, and she slides in safely for another run. And it is 3-1 as the first 3 batters successfully reach home before we record an out. and it's 1-1 to count.
Yeah, so this is not starting off in the way we would like for it to start off, but we do have a strikeout pitcher, and those balls were just hit in good places, so it's nothing that we necessarily did wrong other than,
That ball hit right back towards us.
Yeah.
But, it's they. You're right, and the bad part about it, the frustrating part, I think, probably for the coaching staff is we give extra bases when we don't need to. And Mitchell was able to take second. Helbig was able to take second. And then the wild pitch.
Correct.
Yeah, so those are things that you think is that one's hit right on the ground to Arnold. She scoops it up, throw to first in time for out number one.
And if you're Emma Arnold, after the first inning last night, you like to have the ball hit right to you so you can make that play. Emma's already been shown it at the plate, and now she's showing it with the first batter ball hit to her in the ball game, and she has to feel confident going forward.
Yeah, that ball took a big hop as she snatched it right out of the air there. Here's the next batter, and the first pitch is high for a ball, and this is Autumn Kraft, the left fielder, wears number 20. And a little hard to see those numbers on the back of those jerseys, dark numbers, dark jerseys, but I believe that's Kraft. She's ahead 1-0, shows bunt, doesn't bunt, and it's a strike.
Yeah, so
1-1.
Murphy working ahead in the count. Oh, 1-1.
Yes.
Okay, 1-1.
Well, after that start where the Raiders were running around the bases, literally kind of got us frazzled here. Next one bounces in there for ball 2, 2-1.
Yeah, Murphy just held on to it. Didn't hold on to it quite long enough as she was probably working the inside corner there, but instead the ball gets away, skips in front of Hannah Gandy, and now it'll be a 2-1 count.
Murphy steps back into the circle, looking, one out here in the inning. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Got her swinging, and now Kraft is down to her final strike as Murphy takes a step out of that circle, resets. We'll take a peek at that wristband, and now she's ready to go. Here we go. The 1-2 right back up the middle, nearly caught by Murphy, can't handle it. It gets into center field. That'll be a hit for Autumn Kraft, and with one out and a runner on first base, Addison Spencer, the catcher, will come to the plate.
Yeah, very unusual that a team has 4 hits on Riley, let alone 4 hits in the first 5 batters of the game. So, this is not an area that we're accustomed to being in as Spencer steps up to the plate.
Swing and a miss. Gandy throws down to first, not in time.
But I do like that the Roane County girls are swinging at the higher pitch, which tends to go in our favor over the course of the game.
Yeah, I agree, as that tends to. There's a hit right past the diving Arnold at shortstop. Laney Sears comes up with it, throws into third. It'll be another hit. That's the 4th one of the inning, and now you got runners on first and second as Murphy laboring just a little bit here, and that will bring up the 7 batter, Chloe May, and has that 5 hits?
That is the 5th hit in 6 batters, absolutely. May stepping up, the third baseman tonight. If she would hit one towards third, we may be able to step on it.
Get a double play.
Tag the base, throw it on over to first base, and maybe get ourselves a double play and get out of this inning only down 3 runs to 1.
Murphy stands in here. It is 1-1, I believe. We'll double check that count. That's a ball.
They have 2-0 on the scoreboard.
2-0. We'll trust that. 2-0. All right, so 2-0. And really don't want to walk this batter here as that one's way inside, 3-0. And so this is where we tend to struggle with getting our heads a little bit. And just got to settle down here. This game feels more out of control than it actually is when you look at the scoreboard. 3-1 your score. 3-0 pitch. Good one for a strike.
Yes.
Boy, that one was right down the pipe.
Yeah, very, very good pitch as she had to have a strike, and she did get a strike as she came around and said, hey, can you hit this one?
Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 as That's what we're used to seeing right there. And now it's full count with 2 runners on, 1 out in the inning to Chloe May, the third baseman. Here is the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got her swinging. And now they throw down to third.
Yes.
And she's out. I was in the middle of a replay, and the base runner took off and was out at third. So, wow.
Yeah, what happened there was she struck it out. Handa stood up, threw it to the pitcher. The base runner decided to take off at that time. Riley alertly throws it on over to Chloe. Chloe able to get the tag down for a double play.
Well, I apologize for that camera work, but it is the third out, so the Panthers escaped that inning. We'll go to the top of the second. The score is Roane County 3, Clay County 1 on WVRC. Clay County Sports will be right back right after this.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Chino's has 3 sizzling offers for just $9.99 each. Build your own large 3-topping pizza or enjoy a homestyle spaghetti lunch special with a drink, all for only $9.99. And for a limited time, get 2 medium specialty pizzas for just $9.99 each. That's right, a large 3-topping pizza, spaghetti with a drink, or medium specialty pizzas are all just $9.99 each. Chino's Pizza and Spaghetti House, where $9.99 gets you more.
Participating locations are listed at genospizza.com.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978, specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components. Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
We're back here for the top of the second inning, and leading off this inning is Roxy Schoolcraft as she takes strike 1, and we need to come back and do some work of our own.
Yes, we do, and Roxy is just the person, I believe, who can start us off.
Schoolcraft stands in. Here's the pitch from Harlan, and it is way wide for ball number 1.
If I remember in the first game of the doubleheader, the last time we played, Harlan struggled getting the ball over the plate and walked a handful of Clay batters, and that allowed us to come back and get an 11-7 win.
Yes, agreed, as she again throws one high. It's ball 2, 2-1 the count to Roxy Schoolcraft as she looks to start this inning off somehow trying to reach base. Harlan checks the wristband, and now she's ready. She comes back to the plate. Here it is, and it's hit on the ground, and it's going to stay fair, and they're going to get her out at first. Nice play there by the pitcher.
Yes, Harlan came off the mound very quickly, was able to pick that up as we were in a hitter's count, just got off the end of the bat, a little slow roller towards first base. Harlan came up firing at the first, got Roxy out by about a half a step.
Here's Chloe 9. She stands in the right-handed batter's box now with 1 out, the 7th batter, and the third baseman. First pitch swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, Chloe has done some good things with the bat this season as she's a freshman. Probably wasn't expecting to be thrown into the varsity mix so much.
She lets this one go, and it is high. Ball number 1, 1-1. It's a beautiful afternoon. Last time it was a little more chilly, if I remember right.
Yes, it was.
But it's definitely a perfect evening for softball. 1-1 count to Chloe. Here's the pitch. That stays wide, ball 2. And if the Panthers are patient, you're right, they may have themselves some base runners if they just stay patient at the plate. Don't swing at things out of the zone. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Harlan. And fouled back is that one right into the cage. And now it is 2-2, back to even. On deck for the Panthers is Lainey Sears. And if either of those young ladies are able to reach, it'll be Lily Nichols, the right fielder, to come up to the plate. 9 stands in, waves that bat. Here's the pitch from Harlan, and it is a ball. Boy, it's hard to tell where those pitches are from our vantage point. We don't have our outfield camera today.
Yeah, I was watching our screen, what our viewers seen, and I thought initially that was a strike. So luckily for us.
Yes, as she fouls that one, man, straight back.
Straight back.
That looked like maybe she just missed that one, but was right. As far as timing goes, was right there.
And this is what our viewers are seeing at home, correct?
Yes.
Oh, they got a good view of the ball game because that's exactly what we're seeing, other than we're out a door that.
Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. They have to throw down to first. They do so without any problem. That was Addison Spencer to Abigail Bowman for out number 2. And we're down to the last out of the inning.
Yeah, as Harlan picks up her first strikeout on the afternoon. And this will bring up Lainey Sears, tonight's left fielder. And I'm not sure what just happened.
I don't know either.
Something fell.
That was a baseball over there, I think, that just rolled off the table. Maybe. I don't know. That kind of scared me, too. I thought, uh-oh, what was that?
Like the other day, someone came up and said, hey, can we ask somebody to move a car? We all about jumped right through the roof because you don't hear anything with these headphones on. So
1 ball, no strikes to Laney as that one is out of the zone. Ball number 2, 2-0. And Laney Sears, the 8 batter, she does have some power. Laney on the year, I'm going to check the average here, and she is a 211 batter. She does have a home run. Hit one over the fence against Braxton County. She takes that one, however, for a strike. And we've talked about it. Her swing has gotten a ton better throughout this season. But she likes a pitch down low. And if she connects with one, watch out. Here's the next pitch. That's a strike.
Oh, I thought that ball was up and outside, but instead the count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes, and we'd really like to turn the lineup over to the top of the order going into the next inning, if at all possible.
Yes, as Laney stands in, here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 3, and you're really close to doing that here as Arnold is in the hole. On deck is Lily Nichols. But Laney trying to do some damage of her own here. She stands in. The pitch from Harlan. It is on the ground, ball 4, and that's a big time at bat right there for Laney Sears. If nothing else, you're right, it does turn that lineup over. Now let's not get thrown out off the bases here.
Yeah, as Lily comes up, Lily had a nice sharp hit not in the last game we played, but in the game against Nitro. She hit one hard right back up the middle. So she's probably feeling a little confident about herself.
She puts one on the ground right back to the pitcher. Harlan throws it over to first base, and Bowman catches it for out number 3. And that's how the top of the second will come to an end. It's 3-1, Roane County leads. We go to the bottom of the second right after this on WVRC, Clay County Sports.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
Welcome to Biscuit Country, where joy is measured one ladle at a time, where smiles come with a side of gravy, warming the soul. Start your morning at Tudor's Biscuit World with our super breakfast, or dig into the Big Tater, crispy potatoes topped with eggs and bacon, then crowned with savory gravy. And don't forget the classic, gravy over a biscuit. Welcome to Biscuit Country, where at Tudor's, you're always home.
Welcome back. We are live here in the bottom of the second inning, and it is going to be Abigail Bowman back up at the plate as the inning ended on the bases. for the Lady Raiders. So here we go. Riley Murphy back out on the mound as she is set to go. First pitch is in there across the corner for strike one. That was a good pitch.
Yeah, I apologize, Al. The allergies are just about to kill me today.
Yeah, I understand. That is no problem. 0-1 pitch to Bowman. She squares the bunt. She puts it down. It's fielded by the catcher. The throw to Gandy to Taylor in time for the out. What a nice play there. Gandy got up quickly, fielded it, threw over to Addison at first base in time for the out. Defensive bunt coverage right where it needed to be. An excellent play for out number one. Good job, ladies. And now that will bring up Thornabar here. Asante Thornabar stands in, and she hits one to the left side, but foul towards the Panther dugout, and it is quickly 0-1. And that's just how you wanted to start this inning if you are the Panthers, especially for Riley. Gets a quick out and immediately throws in there for a strike. Here's the next one to Thornabar. Doesn't catch the outside corner of the plate. Thought it had a chance for a moment. It is 1-1 as Murphy steps back into the circle. Here's the pitch to Thornabar. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Now you're in the driver's seat, really, if you're Murphy here. Ahead 1-2 in the count as she stands in. Murphy trying her best to get right back in this game. Next pitch, hit on the ground, a shortstop, not able to make the play. It's under the glove of the shortstop, Arnold, and that'll be a hit for Thornabar, the sixth one of the game for the Lady Raiders. And now with one on and one out, it is going to be the ever-dangerous Marissa Hokum, the shortstop, standing in. Hokum with a hit right off the bat on the second pitch of the ball game. Earlier, we'll see if we can't find a way to get her out, maybe pitch her to the outside. She hits one immediately in the air, high and to left. Back over to make the play is the left fielder, Laney Sears, for out number two. Nice play there by Laney. As you're going to see it right here, she got over in front of it, camped in under it. Coach, you all right now?
Yeah, I had to.
I thought we was going to have to call
an ambulance or something.
Roane County Emergency Services.
Yeah, went into a coughing fit. But maybe that's what I need to do is we have two quick outs.
Yes. Hokum with a big out. That one hit sliced into left center field all the way to the wall. It was hit hard. Thornabar is going to have to stop at third because it was hit so hard, and she nearly got herself out. But that is a double by Avery Helbig. And now they're back in business with runners at second and third. And Lexi Mitchell coming to the plate.
I believe Miss Mitchell here is the niece of Clay County's own Sandy Mitchell, if you remember her, the umpires.
Sandy was a very good athlete, yes. I know very well who you're talking about. There's always a Clay County connection as Mitchell swings and misses on that one. Man, if all these people played for Clay County, we would be sitting pretty, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would, absolutely.
I'm telling you.
About as good as you can be.
0-1 count. Here is Murphy now to Mitchell. A pitch high for a ball. 1-1 the count. There are two outs in the inning. A big one recorded in left field as Marissa Hokum popped out. And so we have a chance to get out of this one here. Thornabar stands at third. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, slips away. Thornabar not going to take off and go anywhere, so it stays 2-1. Helbig stands out there at second base after the double, and it hit that sign out there on one bounce as she hammered that pitch. Mitchell ahead 2-1. Right-handed batter stands in. Murphy to the plate. Swing and a miss, foul tip. And so it is 2-2. So, Coach, what's the rule on that? If she swings at that one and doesn't make contact, but it goes over the head of the catcher, runner can move, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If she makes no contact.
But that one they're assuming it tipped the bat is why it went so high. 2-2 count. Big pitch right here for Murphy. 2 outs in the inning. Here it is. It's hit on the ground, right through the wickets, and it's into right field. That's an error, and 2 runs will score.
Oh, no, that is a critical error, as that would have been the 3rd out of the inning. No runners would have scored, but instead, Roane is able to benefit with 2 runs scored on the error over there by the first baseman.
So Taylor didn't get her glove all the way down, and it went right through her legs. It's 5-1. Panthers down 4 runs now, as the batter will be Joplin Harlan. She stands in. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. The throw down to first, not in time. Runner back in safely is Mitchell. It's no balls and a strike.
And that may be one of the first errors, if not the first error of the season for Addison, because I can't recall another one.
Yeah, bad timing to have an influx of errors on the defensive side for the Lady Panthers, but that's the way it goes. We do have Jeremy checking in. It's 2-0 South Charleston over the boys at Maysville Park this evening.
So down there and down here.
Yes, not good. Here's the 1-1 rather. Got to get the count right. Here's the pitch, and it's low, ball 2. The runner goes. The throw is down there. The throw was in time, but it was a little wide to the right side of the base, and the runner, Mitchell, is safe. So that'll be a runner in scoring position again for the Lady Raiders. Still 2 outs. It is 2-1 the count.
Oh.
As Panthers trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. It's hit on the ground. Murphy scoops it up. The throw to first in time for out number 3. Nice play there by Riley and Addison. You're going to see it right here again. Hit right back to her. That's just the way you do it. And we'll head to the 3rd inning. It's 5-1. The Lady Raiders lead. We'll be right back on WVRC Clay County Sports.
A well-run retirement plan can attract and retain valuable employees, whether your organization has 2 or 2,000. People's Bank offers solutions to determine the best benefits approach that meets your business goals. People's Bank 401k Solution offers fully bundled and in-house solutions that eliminate the need for multiple providers, saving you money. People's Bank, working together, building success. Investment products are not FDIC insured, not deposits, and not guaranteed by People's Bank. Not insured by any federal government agency, subject to risk and may lose value.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
We're back here for the top of the 3rd inning, and it's going to be the top of the order for the Lady Panthers. Emma Arnold will stand in, and the Panthers need to find their way rather quickly here as they are down 4 runs. First pitch to Arnold is outside for ball 1. Emma on the season is a .383 hitter, but that average probably going up just a little bit as she had a hard hit ball into center last time. She hits this one. And, boy, that's a fair ball. Boy, how unlucky that was, as that ball was hit fair right to the first baseman.
Yeah, you couldn't have placed that ball any better if you're the first baseman, Bowman, over there.
He shouldn't even have to move, and just caught it, and it was out. So, with 1 away, here's Addison Taylor stepping in. Addison grounded out in the 1st inning. She hits one right to the shortstop Hokum. That's not the place you want to hit it because she scoops it up like a vacuum and throws over. And quickly, there are 2 down in this inning.
2 pitches, 2 outs. Demoralizing for a pitcher who has struggled to get off the mound.
Yes.
To have to go back so quickly.
Yes. So we'll see what happens here as Brooklyn Morton stands in. She's always dangerous. She stands in ready to go in that right-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. She hits one high, but it's going to not get out of the infield, and Hokum steps over, makes the play. How about 3 pitches and 3 outs. Bang, bang, bang. And that's how the inning ends. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 5-1 your score. We'll be right back on WVRC Clay County Sports.
In your time of need, call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, providing all your needs for pre-needs, burial, cremation, and memorials. We have 2 locations to better serve the public: Wilson Smith Funeral Home in Clay, West Virginia, and Pennington Smith Funeral Home located in Gully Bridge, West Virginia. We offer personalized services and a caring staff. We are with you every step of the way. You will have peace of mind knowing that we are taking care of your loved one. Call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia at 304-587-4244, or Pennington Smith Funeral Home located at 331 Main Street, Gully Bridge, West Virginia at 304-632-2111. Basil W. Smith Jr., LIC owner. Tracy Osborne, office manager. Hunter Jones, apprentice. Staff members Greg Fitzwater, Bobby Joe Harmon, and Candy Dorsey.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
We're back as Autumn Kraft stands in, and she is ready to go. The first pitch is hit on the ground to third. 9 makes the play. The throw to first in time for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's the way we like it. That was a nice play over there.
Yes, it was. Chloe fielded it nicely, threw a strike over to first base. And I will tell you this, Al, this game is moving at a rapid pace because the last 5 batters have seen 1 pitch.
Yes, and I didn't even get the scoreboard set, and I replayed the wrong play. Tell you like that.
Well, you know, we'll get it worked out before the end of the year.
Yeah. Just hopefully that's not tonight for sure. I want to thank everybody we may have some Raider fans watching as the WVRC Roane is hosting election night tonight, or some sort of bringing election coverage, I should say, as it's 2-0. I talked to Drew last night, and he mentioned maybe we would come over and do the game because they couldn't. So we're glad to do so, as that one is inside ball 3-0.
That would have been interesting to have WVRC Roane. I don't know did they call it WVRC Roane?
Just WVRC, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
WVRC on one side and WVRC Clay on the other side. Wouldn't that have been sweet?
It would have. We've only done that. We've done that twice. Once a couple times in football. Yeah. And then we did it in basketball once this year as that's a walk for the batter, that was Bowman.
Spencer.
Spencer, I'm sorry.
This is May up to bat. She struck out her first time up.
So Addison Spencer draws a walk. And with 1 out, here's Chloe May, who takes a ball. 1-0. So, yeah, we got several folks watching tonight. We do appreciate it. Locked in a tight battle right now in the advantage of Roane County. They're ahead 5-1. And I'm telling you, just from, of course, we don't watch Roane a lot softball-wise, but from the time we were over here last to now, they look like they're swinging the bats a lot better.
Yes, you know, they won the second game. If you remember, that was the game you had to abruptly leave and left me here by myself to call a 11-2 shellacking by the Roane Raiders over our Clay County Panthers. But, you know, Roane definitely looks like their bats are working a little better tonight.
That pitch is out of the zone. It's 3-1 suddenly. So here we go. Riley got to find the zone. She stands in. Here's the pitch. She does find it. That time it's a strike, and it's back to full 3-2. In the bottom of the third. 5-1 is the score. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Raiders. 1 run on 1 singular hit for the Lady Panthers. That pitch out of the zone, ball 4.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back walks. And I'll tell you, Al, why that happens. When a pitcher has feels that they have to be the one who gets the out. As you see, we've had a couple of errors already. As when they feel that, when they sense that, they start to press a little more than what you would want to do.
This one hit into center field, but right into the tracks of Brooklyn Morton, who makes the play, throws it into third base. Out number 2, that was Bowman, correct?
That was Bowman. Thornabar coming up, and this is a big out. If we can get this out and keep Marissa Hokum, who hits the ball all over the place from coming up to the plate with runners in scoring position, that would go to our advantage. So this is a big at-bat.
Yes, Hokum has proven that and that one hit her before it went fair. That's a strike. But you're right. Marissa Hokum, she hit one hard to lead off the game down the left side, and then she popped out to the left fielder the last time up, which had a chance as well. So she has been dangerous. It is no balls and no strike. I thought it was 0-1. I could be wrong.
They just haven't put it up on the board, but I believe there is a strike because she fouled it off her foot.
She fouls that one off, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and Thornabar had a hard hit single in her last at-bat as she hit one, if I remember correctly. I just wrote single down in the book, but I believe it went between Emma and Chloe over there between short and third.
Yes, she did. She had a nice, sharp single. All right, Thornabar down 0-2 in the count. Here's the pitch, and it's high. She checks her swing. Ball number 1, 1-2.
Yeah, and Riley really wanted that pitch to be called a strike as Thornabar somehow laid off of one that was rising up into out of the zone. So,
yes, and Drew is watching. He did comment and said thanks. As there's a ball hit to second base, Schoolcraft picks it up the throw to first in time for out number 3, as I was mentioning. Drew is watching. He says thanks for the broadcast. No problem. We're glad to be here. And as always, the folks from Roane and the AD has treated us very, very well. So we want to thank them as Toby Ford welcomed us in. And that's a big inning, Coach. That's the bottom of the third, and we got by that one. And Marissa Hokum did not come to the plate, so she'll be a batter with nobody on the next inning. But how about we get some runs here? What do you say?
Yes, we need some runs in a desperate way, as we've only been able to get one run on, one hit?
Yes.
And, just not what we want to do so far. So, after getting a inning like we just had where we got out of a little bit of trouble, we would definitely like to play a couple runs here in this top of the 4th inning because we are running out of time.
All right, well, we'll take a break. We'll go to our sponsors. We'll be right back right after this on WVRC Clay County Sports.
Legs Welding, Inc., located in Clay County, West Virginia, has provided high-quality products and services to the vital West Virginia coal mining industry since 1978. Specializing in custom underground mining equipment such as shuttle car bodies, scoops, booms, and components, Legs Welding is fully equipped and capable of performing a variety of your welding and manufacturing needs. We only use American-made steel, and we take pride in our solid, strong American craftsmanship. Legs Welding, Inc., 304-587-4335. Proud to support the students and athletes of Clay County.
We are back as the Panthers come to the plate, and it is Riley Murphy to lead things off, the cleanup hitter for the Panthers. The first pitch is out of the zone for ball 1, and we mentioned it right before break. We've got to find a way to get some base runners on and put some pressure on that defense of Roane County, and that's ball 2.
Yeah, and that right there, what's going on right now is exactly what we want. Is we had a three-pitch inning, the last inning, 3 pitches, 3 outs, and already this is the 3rd pitch of this inning.
Oh, that one hit hard right back up the middle. That's going to be a hit as Murphy was all over that one, the second hit of the ball game. And that was a nice hit. I hope I got that on the replay, the back end of it anyways. But she hit that one right on the
Yeah.
Sweet spot of the bat.
Murphy sent it right back from where it came, and that'll bring Hannah Gandy up with a runner on first base, nobody out. I'd like to see Hannah be patient at the plate, find one she likes, and drive it somewhere.
Here's Hannah. She hits it right back up the middle, same spot. That'll move Riley up to second, and suddenly the Panthers are got something cooking here with runners on first and second. Still nobody out as Roxy Schoolcraft, the second baseman, will come up to the plate, and I guess if Harlan's going to serve it right in that sweet spot, we just push it right back up the middle, and that's where you want to hit it. Hard to field that ball if you hit it hard. And so here's Schoolcraft now with 2 on. She swings through that one. It's strike 1. But man, the Panthers, this is what you needed, and now you're going to have to convert. You can't come up here and come up with nothing.
Yeah, you got to capitalize on this. You know, back whenever I coached, I'll wait after this pitch.
Here's it is, swinging a miss, strike 2.
Back whenever I was coaching this game, I would always harp, see pitches, see pitches, see pitches. But sometimes the pitch you want is the first one.
Yes, and so here we go. Waving the bat, Schoolcraft takes strike 3. And looking, man, that was not what we wanted. You're going to see it again right here. That could have been a little outside, but he had a better view at it than us. That's strike 3, out number 1. And now, with 1 out, here's Chloe Nunn.
Chloe typically puts the ball in play somewhere.
There she does. It's a floater, but caught by the second baseman, Avery Helbig. And that is out number 2. So very quickly in 2 pitches, there's 2 outs.
Yeah, that is just, unfortunate. Chloe just didn't get enough of the ball as the ball remained infield. It was an infield fly scenario.
So here we go. Here's Laney, puts one on play, but it's right to Hokum. Hokum throws over to first in time. So we saw a lot of pitches, got 2 runners on, and then 3 pitches later, there's 3 outs.
Yep.
And that is how the top of the 4th comes to a close. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Panthers still trailing 5-1. It's 1-2-3 for the Raiders, so big inning coming up. We'll be right back right after this on WVRC Clay County Sports.
For more than 120 years, People's Bank has been dedicated to helping businesses thrive. The local business and commercial bankers take the time to understand your business, and that's where relationships start. From there, People's Bank offers a range of loans to best fit your needs, because there's no one-size-fits-all approach to financing. Operating loans, lines of credit, cash management, whether it's for day-to-day operations, expansion, or new equipment, People's Bank is committed to working together and building your success. People's Bank, member FDIC.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a coyote, bush hog, Vermeer, and coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
Welcome back. It's 5-1. Roane County leads Clay County in an elimination game here in the regional tournament, SSAC Region 4 tournament play. Roane County leads 5-1. I'm Alan Tanner alongside Coach Jason Nichols as the Panthers are back out on the field. Haven't been able to do much of anything from the plate, so they will try to get it out here, and this is a big inning. We got Marissa Hokum, who is ever dangerous, Avery Helbig, and Lexi Mitchell. They have been all over the bases in this ball game. Let's see if we can't get them out.
Big, big, big inning here for our Panthers.
Hokum stands in. She's hit 2 hard down that left side, and we pitch her inside that way. She takes it inside, ball 1. She's hit both of them. She's pulled down that left field line.
Hokum steps in. She's an excellent ball player. I've seen her coming up through middle school and all the way these first 2 years. And
swing and a miss, strike 1.
If you are a Roane County softball fan, you have to be a fan of this young lady.
Yes, she definitely has a lot to look forward to from her. What grade is she in? Any idea?
Sophomore.
She's just a sophomore, so wow.
Yeah, she's the same age as a lot of our players.
Yes. That pitch taken low, ball 2. It's now 2-1 as Hokum steps out of the box, takes a couple swings, and now steps back in. Murphy takes a peek, shades her eyes as from that sun, and now she's ready to go. The shade kind of coming back from behind us over. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and so now it's 2-2. Big time chance here to get an out.
Yeah, big pitching by Riley, quality pitching, as she has been able to locate it on both sides of the plate this at bat. See what she does here.
Here's the pitch, hit to that left side. Nice play by Chloe Nine for the out in time. How about that?
Yes.
What glove work. As that ball hit sharp, caught off a one hop, comes up firing in time. Taylor right there on the base to catch it, and that is out number 1. Boy, nice play.
Yeah, not only did she have to field it way away from her body, but then she had to gather herself and throw a strike, and she did so with Marissa Hokum heading down towards first base with a little bit of speed on her.
Yes, as ball 1 comes in, you're right. It doesn't take Hokum long to run the 60 feet needed, and somehow 9 made that play. So nice job there. 1-0 count here to Helbig, who has been smashing the ball this game, as that one's high, ball 2. She hit one hard. I think this is the young girl. Did she hit a double?
Yes, she did. She hit one.
One hopped it off the wall, off the fence out there, and that Gravely sign hasn't been the same since.
No, it's a little bit off to the right.
Yes, as it hit hard. Murphy stands in again. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Riley looks a little different this inning, maybe like she's a little more comfortable.
Yes, if we can get out of this inning, huddle those girls up, give them a little bit of a pep talk, see if we can't get a handful of runs, giving ourselves a chance.
Here's the next pitch. It's hit high into left center. Morton back, fading back, can't make the play, comes up firing. She was right up against the fence, couldn't make the play, and that will be...
I would say that has to go as an error, as it went off of her glove. It was a hard play, not that she was battling against the wall, and the ball was, 5-6 feet from going over the fence for Miss Helbig. That's her second long drive of the game, as this will bring up Lexi Mitchell, who got on by an error that plated 2 runs over towards first base, her last at bat.
So here's Mitchell. Stands in. First pitch from Murphy. She hits it high. Should be playable. In comes. No, it's in no man's land. Nobody there. Now they're going to have a chance at third, and they're going to get the out. No, the tag didn't get down.
Oh, my heavens. I'm a little surprised that Roxy was not able to come up with that, as it was only just a foot or 2 behind her. But Roxy immediately gave way to the right fielder. Brooklyn backing up right fielder threw a strike to third. So that'll have to go down as a hit, as no one touched it. But runners on second and third with 1 out after almost getting out of this inning.
Man, that was big. And that just a little bit of lack of communication. Now that one is smashed. And that's going to be an RBI. It gets by Sears, goes all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score. And that is a double for Joplin Harlan, the pitcher, and it's 7-1.
Yeah, and that is the result of not being able to come up with the plays that you needed to come up with. And now Roane County, if you're sitting in that Lady Raider dugout, you have to like where you are positioned in this ball game in the 4th inning with a 7-1 lead.
Here's Autumn Kraft, the left fielder, stands in, takes the first pitch high for ball number 1. Still only 1 out in this inning. Here's the next one, and it is off the plate, maybe a little low for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. Murphy steps out of the circle for a moment, gathers herself, and she'll get the sign from Gandy. Steps back up to the rubber. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. That's going to be trouble, as the Harlan will go from second to third. And now it's 3-0 with a runner on third base, and I wouldn't just give her one right down the middle. You may, even if you walk her here, you do have a base open with one away. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So runners will be on the corners now, as the batter will be Addison Spencer. She's the catcher. And they went ahead and allowed the runner to advance to second base.
Yeah, and that is big, as that puts an additional runner in scoring position for Spencer, who has a single and a walk so far in this ball game.
Here's the pitch. It's hit high, right side. In comes Lily Nichols, and it's off her glove. She can't make the play. One run will score, and now another runner will head to second base, and things just aren't going the way that we need them to go.
No, that was a running play, but you still have to squeeze the glove and get the out, and that allows Harlan to score. That moves Kraft up, and then on the throw, Spencer goes to second, and Clay is in deep, deep trouble.
8-1 your score. First pitch is a ball. 1-0. This is Chloe May, the third baseman and the seventh batter of this inning. May stands in. Mind you, this is after we were able to get an out on Marissa Holcomb, maybe the most dangerous hitter on this team.
We had a ball that was hit to the wall, but a ball that you would otherwise expect to be caught.
Second and third, one out, bottom of the fourth inning. Here is the next pitch, and it's inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, and for the second game in a row, our defense and our bats have let us down. So, coming into regional play, you want to be playing your best ball of the season, and we were playing some of the best balls of the season as we come in with a 14-8 record, 14-9 after last night's game. So right now it's almost, you want to say it's almost more of a snowball effect than it is a talent issue.
Yeah, I agree, as that one is hit hard, or softly rather, off maybe the hands of the bat. It goes foul down the right side. It's 2-2, and so the Panthers still got to find a way to get out of this inning here. You've only got one out. You don't want to let any more runners cross if you can afford it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nice pitch there by Murphy, and that is out number 2. May goes down swinging. You're going to see it right here. So with 2 outs now, it makes this puts us in a much better position. And the batter will be Abigail Bowman. Bowman hits one high, right side, but foul into the ever-dangerous creek.
Yes.
That we have talked about before. 0-1.
And Clay has just, now that we've only given up 2 earned runs in this game.
Wow. Yeah, 6 unearned. That's never good. Foul ball makes the count 0-2 to Abigail Bowman, the first baseman. What is she on the night?
On the night, she is grounded out to the catcher as Hannah made a nice play. Then she flew out and to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn didn't even have to move a step.
I remember the play now. She had a nice bunt. Hannah made a very good play on it. And, yes, she hit a sharp one out the center. That pitch is out of the zone. However, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Bowman trying to play 2 more here. And the Panthers trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Inside, throw down to third, not in time. Runner back safely. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. It is 8-1 here in the bottom of the fourth.
As Roane has already scored 3 runs this bottom half of the inning, we definitely can not let these last 2 score.
A pitch low, ball 3. Now it's full with 2 outs, so the runners will be moving here. And are they allowed to move once the pitch is released?
Yes.
Okay. 3-2. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Murphy. It's hit right to Schoolcraft, and she squeezes the glove, and that's out number 3. Boy, that was a hard liner, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, and Roxy was able to stay right with it, get that out, help us out. Let's go see if we can't score a handful of runs.
All right, so we'll be right back. It's 8-1. We go to the top of the 5th. Panthers trailing on WVRC, Clay County Sports.
In your time of need, call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, providing all your needs for pre-needs, burial, cremation, and memorials. We have 2 locations to better serve the public: Wilson Smith Funeral Home in Clay, West Virginia, and Pennington Smith Funeral Home located in Gully Bridge, West Virginia. We offer personalized services and a caring staff. We are with you every step of the way. You will have peace of mind knowing that we are taking care of your loved one. Call Wilson Smith Funeral Home, 154 Main Street in Clay, West Virginia at 304-587-4244, or Pennington Smith Funeral Home located at 331 Main Street, Gully Bridge, West Virginia at 304-632-2111. Basil W. Smith Jr., LIC owner. Tracy Osborne, office manager. Hunter Jones, apprentice. Staff members Greg Fitzwater, Bobby Joe Harmon, and Candy Dorsey.
Clay Family Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy, serving Clay County and the surrounding areas with prompt, reliable service and a family-friendly atmosphere. We are open to serve you weekly. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we are open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give us a call at 304-587-2123. Clay Family Pharmacy, proud supporters of all Clay County athletes.
We're back. We're in the top of the 5th, and here is Lily Nichols leading things off for the Panthers. First pitch is a strike, and we need something happen. It's a common theme here, but we've said it a lot this game. We need some action.
Yeah, as Lily tried to bunt one towards third base, I believe she bunted it foul.
We'll see if she doesn't try to lay that down one more time. It is a ball, so it's 1-1.
She did not square around the bunt that time, so maybe they've called off the bunt and is going to let her hit away, but she needs to start this inning off in a big way.
1-1 count. Harlan on the mound, or in the circle. Pitch high and outside. It's ball 2. 2-1 now the count to Lily Nichols. She stands in that right-handed batter's box. Doesn't need much time. She's ready to go. Waves the bat over her shoulder. Here's the pitch. 2-1 is outside. 3-1. No, they call that a strike. 2-2.
Oh, my heavens. That ball was in the left-hander batter's box, was it not?
Well, maybe we'll watch it right here.
No, it caught the corner.
It caught the corner there, so 2-2. Here we go, Nichols. 2-2 count. The pitch. Hit. Foul off the right side.
As she puts one in the Roane County bleachers, as those people went scattering over there.
Can't see it from our camera angle, but yeah, there are some bleachers over there. Here's the next pitch. She hits this one hard down the right side. Could be trouble. Caught.
Oh, what a play.
Oh, my heavens.
What a play out there by the right fielder, Sampson, who is the flex player, as Thornabar is batting for her, but she says, that's okay. I'll come in, make a diving play, and get a big out for the Lady Raiders in the top of the 5th inning, and Clay needed that one to fall badly.
So, again, another good play by the Raiders. Those things seem to happen when things are going well. Emma Arnold's going to bunt it. It's fielded by Harlan. She throws it in time for out number 2.
Yeah, Emma was just unable to push that ball just a little more towards the third base side, give herself another step or two, but Harlan came off the mound quickly, able to pick it up, throw a strike over to first base, and Clay now in trouble here with 2 outs.
So the 2-out batter is Addison Taylor. And, boy, you'd like just something good to happen here as she hammers one off the end of the bat right into the glove of the right fielder. So Sampson doing the heavy lifting in this inning. She makes 2 plays, and that is how the top of the 5th quickly comes to a close. 8-1 your score. We'll take another break. We'll be right back right after this on WVRC Clay County Sports.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897. Family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin. We offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
If you're interested in a new tractor or implements, give Shamlin Brothers Farm Supply a call at 304-927-1426. We are a coyote, bush hog, Vermeer, and coon dealer. Also, look us up on the web at ShamlinBrothersFarmSupply.com. And may God bless.
We are back, bottom of the 5th inning, and it is going to be, who is this?
This is Thornabar.
Asante Thornabar, the DP, will step in and hit, and then she'll turn it over to Marissa Holcomb and Avery Helbig. First pitch catches the corner of the plate, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, we cannot afford to give up very many more runs, if any at all, as we are already in a 7-run deficit, so this inning is crucial for our ability to come back and win this game.
Now, as that one's outside, if they score a run here, is this game over?
It would be 8 after 5. Yes, you're right. So we, as I just said, we definitely cannot afford to give up
runs. If we do, we lose.
Yeah, in regional play, you are guaranteed 5 innings, and we are at that 5-inning mark, so no runs can score here.
Foul ball right side, strike 2. So good start as she got Asante Thornabar in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we need a big out here with Marissa Holcomb on the in the on-deck circle. You don't want to put any runners on for her. That one is hit into right center field, and that goes all the way to the wall. Thornabar is going to be standing on second base.
And the season-ending run is at 180 feet away, 120 feet away, as Thornabar hits a double, and she roped that ball into right center field, and that will bring up the ever-dangerous Marissa Holcomb.
Well, that was some good math right there you had. I was impressed.
Somewhat.
120 feet, that was good math.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
You taught me that. You're the math teacher.
Yes. And those of you at home didn't understand, that's trouble. Into center field, it's going to be picked up, and Thornabar is going to have to hold, as they better be careful. Holcomb will head to second right here.
Holcomb's run does not matter. We have to have the Thornabar run, and unless there's a different rule other than the 8-run rule after 5, for regional play, then the run that is 60 feet away. How you like that math?
I do. Fly ball to right field. Missed. Run will score, and that should be the ball game.
And that will be it, as Lily Nichols, one of the more sure fielding right fielders on the roster, unable to catch up with that one.
I'm not sure. She'd probably scored anyways on a fly ball, wouldn't she?
She would have. She would have scored on the sac fly, but you still like to catch the ball out there, as that will go down for another error. And Clay season has come to the end for the 2nd straight year, as Roane County has moving on in regional play, and Clay County will go home.
Let's take a very quick break. We'll tally up some stats, and we'll have our players of the game when we come back right here on WVRC, Clay County Sports.
Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation has been in business since 1897, family owned and operated for 6 generations, offering you and your loved ones services with dignity and respect. With 3 locations to serve your needs in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, and Stump Maddox Funeral Home in Clendenin, we offer traditional funeral services, cremation, green burial, monuments, new sales and lettering of existing stones, military services, funeral pre-planning, and aftercare grief resources. Let our licensed professionals guide you through the difficult process of honoring and saying goodbye to your loved ones. Stump's Funeral Home and Cremation.
All right, welcome back, folks. Doesn't go the way the Panthers had planned it, and the Roane County Lady Raiders are moving on, and they will play the loser of the game between Sissonville and Scott, I believe. Now, I think Roane just played Scott, so 2 familiar teams. If that's the case, I don't know. Scott may be a very good team, but if they are able to beat Sissonville, look out.
And I believe that Scott and Sissonville have split during the season, if I'm not mistaken.
So 2 pretty even teams.
Yes, it is. A very good season for the Lady Panthers has come to an end. I believe that puts us at 14-10 on the season, as we, 14-8 in the regular season, 14-10 overall county regional play. And, what a great season it was, as a bunch of young freshmen and sophomores have, put together, along with the help of a senior leader in Emma Arnold, has put together a nice season. And I would expect this time next year our Lady Panthers will be rocking and rolling and probably, moving on at this point of the regional play.
Yeah, very good season for those ladies. I've been impressed. I haven't been around softball very much at all before this season, so this was an experience for me, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Very impressed by what those ladies were able to do. From the ability of those girls to go out there as freshmen and sophomores and to do as well as they did and have a winning record is something definitely to hang your hat on. So kudos to the girls. Kudos to that coaching staff, Coach Parker, Coach Caldwell and Coach Thomas. Did a good job with those girls, and we're glad we were able to bring it to you this year. Some exciting stuff, and you're right. Next year, you are losing Emma, who was a big presence out there on that field, but you've got a whole slew of them that are back. Hopefully Layla will heal up and be able to come back. That was a big loss for this team. I think that's really, it kind of felt like a little bit of a slump there. We got some really good players, but Layla was an important piece.
Yeah.
And kind of set us back a little bit.
Sure.
As she was unable to play the rest of the season, but health first, and that was a very scary play that we're glad that she's able to travel with us and do all those things. So.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, that was kind of where things started to go south as Layla was out there on the mound that night. I'm not sure exactly who we were playing, but it was, not long after that dramatic Buffalo come from behind win and split of a doubleheader where we said this could be the season turning moment, and it did. We won 2 or 3 in a row, and then boom, Layla gets hit. We lose one of our top players, and not that the people who stepped in for her did anything wrong at all, because they played some good softball themselves, but we just didn't have that extra bat in the order. We didn't have that extra pitcher. As the lineups tend to shrink where you can play certain people, because, Layla was versatile not only from the mound, she could play third, she could play in the outfield. So that just kind of shrunk our substitution patterns and so forth. And therefore, not making any excuses whatsoever. And Roane County, as we've seen Roane, we've seen them early on in the season. We split a doubleheader with them, and they are a much, much improved ball club since that first time we've seen them.
Yep, agreed for sure. So It looks like that's how it ends. Our player of the game tonight, Coach, I think we checked the official scorebook, and we're going to give Emma a double on that initial hit. And so she is our player of the game, Emma Arnold, senior, playing her last game in a Panther uniform, a double and a run scored, and all that the Panthers could muster tonight, and that's how it goes. So, girls, if you're watching this back listening, keep your heads up. They've had a good season, and you got a lot of things to build off of here. So make it happen.
If you want to have a better season now, you have to go work for it.
Yes, you got to find time to swing the bat and see pitches and work for it, and that's what it's going to take. And so I'm excited for next year. I'm excited for what this holds. As far as upcoming broadcasts, I do believe that there is a scheduled baseball game tomorrow. Going to try to bring that to you against Nicholas County.
Okay.
That's tomorrow night. And then I don't know what the situation holds as far as regional play for the boys, but I believe theirs is next week. So
I do have a little update on that. As Toby Ford told me on his way in, we are in the side of the bracket along with Roane.
Okay.
And I'm not sure the seed and all of that, but I know Roane goes to Logan.
Okay.
We go to Scott. And if we would happen to win, we would play the winner of the Roane-Logan game. If we would happen to lose, we would play the loser of the Roane-Logan game. Not sure of location whatsoever in any of those contests, but that is the baseball regional half bracket that we are in. And Roane is in.
Yeah, well, all right. So we'll find out. We'll keep everybody updated. But it's been fun. Coach, thanks for joining me. And we're going to pack up and head back to the house. And if you're watching from Roane County, make sure to check over on WVRC, your hometown station, because I know Drew is live with primary election results. So that'll be interesting.
That is important. And I will leave this softball season with one thing, Al.
Yep.
The hope strategy never works. If you want to make it a little further next year, you have to work for it. You can't just hope for it.
Yes, that never did work, and it hasn't worked yet. So work for it, ladies. All right, folks, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. For I'm Alan Tanner and Coach Jason Nichols, we thank you for watching. Have a safe evening, and we'll see you next time on